Streaming again. Am I live? Is it working? It says I'm offline. There we go. Okay. Let me post the things. Post the things. Hi, Puma. Hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna do some more work on my Victorian house. I'm excited. I've been trying my very best not to work on it by myself because I wanted to wait until I could do it with other people. So that's, yeah, I did a little bit off camera. I couldn't help myself. I'm just working on that bread. Yeah. Nice. Sounds good. I've never made homemade bread, but sounds fun. Sounds good. How's my audio? Is it good? Music? Can you hear the music? Is my voice good? You should be able to hear the game too. So that's all good. Okay, let's have other streams open. I need to make them more quiet. Okay. And so I guess I'm just gonna get started and what I wanted to build. My game feels a little bit stuttery. I can imagine that being a struggle when you're into the build, maybe a tiny bit louder on the voice. Okay. How's that? Is that a little better? I moved it up a little bit. That's good? Okay. Okay, I think we're just gonna start with train paint because I have an idea. I guess I can, yeah. Train paint, continuing the dirt. Continuing the dirt, making a path around the outside. My game is, I feel like my frames are a little bit framey. Hello? Gotta toss the flour into the bread maker, should be quick. Okay, no worries. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start sending this around the rest of the house. I want it to be kind of natural looking for this house, not too manicured like it is on the other house over here across the street. Why does my game feel stuttery? Why is it lagging? Don't lag, please. Please. Okay. I did change a couple settings in the game, so I hope that doesn't change it or may impact anything. Okay, I'm gonna send. How do I want to do this? Oh, there's also a column in the middle of that pole. I don't, or in the middle of this window. I don't think I like that. I think maybe I like it better like that. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm just gonna put these. Oh, that's too big. Maybe it's not. It'll probably be fine, but I do want to continue this around this way. Is that good? Kinda. Kinda? I think I need to change this angle a little bit. Yeah, better. Send this around here. Just a little bit. And I don't like the partial stone pavers. That bothers me, so I'm going to get rid of any of those. Hey, Wolf. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. Hope your day's going well. Just doing some work on... Wait, we can't see... Oh my god, you're so right. Just doing some work on Victorian. You can only see me. Professional. I'm a professional. No, it's okay. I've only been doing it a couple times. And I've seen people who have done hundreds of streams do that. Wolf test? Okay, yeah, I can call you Wolf Test. Yeah, I'm just doing some work on this Victorian house I've been working on for the last like week or so. This last week or so. Last couple streams. It's okay, I've just started as well. Oh, nice. Nice. How's it going for you? How do you like it? I'll drop you a follow. I saw you in someone's stream. It's pretty. Oh, thank you. I forget which stream I've seen you in, but I think I've seen you around. But yeah, how's your streams going for you? It's been very nerve-wracking for me, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. But yeah, I was really nervous at the start. Very, very nervous. But yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having fun. I'm unused to it, but I'll get there eventually. I don't really need to have a schedule for it yet. Oh yeah, same here. I don't really have a schedule. Like with work and everything, I don't really think I'm able to commit to a schedule. I kind of just stream whenever I feel like building The Sims, basically. That's the current goal. It'd be nice to get a schedule. My game is feeling awfully laggy, and I do not know why. That's the important part. The streamer have fun. Yeah, exactly. I think D'Angelo streams. Yeah. Yep. That sounds right. Yeah. I like D'Angelo's streams. They're fun. Hi, the house is so pretty. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by. I'm building a base game Victorian mansion. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well today. I've gotten my nerves managed, I think, so far. Last stream, I get really antsy before the streams, but so far I'm doing better at like the last 2 streams than I was at first. This is my 4th stream. Yeah, I'm glad you like the house. I think it's turning out really well. I kind of wanted to like give myself a bit of a test and see if I could actually build a base game Victorian. Because usually when I think of Victorians, I think of certain other packs like Strangerville. And my thought was like, oh, you probably just couldn't build a Victorian unless you have Strangerville. But then I looked at some of the items, and I decided that I might have enough to give it a go. So, are you doing a save file or just for fun with this house? I do have a save file. This is my save file. I've been working on it for like 5 years, and this is probably like I kind of just as I have gotten better at building over the years. This has become I think I edited the original build that was on this lot, and then I destroyed it ultimately and built something else. And this is like my second time building on this lot. But yeah, I just built this one the other day. And this is a base game build as well. It's not pack limited or anything, but since I've been uploading stuff to the gallery, this is up on my gallery. I've just been having a little bit of fun testing myself with base game builds, or pack limited builds on occasion, and this turned out like really well, and I really liked it. Love that house. Thank you. I love this house. It's one of my most recent builds, and I feel like your most recent project tends to be your favorite. I don't know, like that's usually the case with me. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite houses I've built so far. It's got this like walkout basement, which I did by actually like lowering the first floor into the ground. So there's actually no basement. That's the first floor, and I hid it like underneath bushes and things, so you can't really see that it's the first floor. There's a garage. It looks so cool. More creative and unique builds tend to be my favorite. Yeah, for sure. I like making them, stand out a little bit. Yeah, rather than just building the same thing, something that you always see. But yeah, so that build went really well. So I decided that I wanted to continue and try again, or with another base game build. And I've gotten so far what I've done is I've done the floor plan and most of the exterior. So I'm just going to see where today takes me and how much further I'll go along. But yeah, there's some rounded rooms and things. It's kind of interesting. It's definitely not the easiest thing, rounded rooms, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm having fun. Just trying to work out the plan for the backyard. I want like a bit of a, I don't want just a path. I'd like a little bit of a patio or something. Love the floor plan you've made and the usage of platforms. Thank you. Thank you. I really like the rounded entry. Yeah, so you have the entry door. These stairs keep glitching out, and I'm going to need to continue fixing them until anytime I make any change. It's going to keep doing that. I might as well just... It's because this room is raised up on a platform, so it's glitching out the stairs. So I should just leave them like this for now until I'm ready to be done, I guess, with the build. But yeah, so you go in here. This is the dining room. I chose some temporary wallpapers a bit, so I just chose the gray swatch for now. Back here is like a greenhouse, like a sunroom. So it has like a bunch of windows, a nice door. I thought this would be like a really, really great place to sit because you got this little fountain here and you can watch boats pass down in the river. I don't like how the stairs get messed up when one fiddles with, is it the platforming? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, the stairs and platforms are really weird. So it really doesn't want to go in this spot because I have a platform in this room. But as long as I place the stairs here and I extend it, it should be fine as long as this is the last thing I do. Like before I upload the build, as long as I fix the stairs and I don't do any more messing around with wallpapers or anything, it should be fine. That should be... So I'm just gonna... I guess I'll just leave them like this for now because they're gonna continue glitching. This is like the living room. I really like this window. This house is based off of a real house that I saw online. I think I have the picture here. Let's see if I have the picture. Yeah, there it is. It's kind of small. I changed the roof and obviously the coloring, but you can kind of see the inspiration there. Yeah, let's turn that off. But yeah, I increased the roof height from that picture because I'm mostly inspired because this house is so dramatic and so gigantic that it was like dwarfing this house. It was making it look really small, and it still looks small. And so I might end up having to rebuild this lot. The house takes up so much of this lot, and it's so out of scale in comparison to these other houses that maybe I might end up needing to replace it. Even though I do love this house. This was my goth house, but I've since moved them. So I've changed the theme from their dark, moody aesthetic to like a white Victorian. Yeah, I actually, so this was it is a community lot. So I've changed it to a funeral home because it's the Goth's house. It was the Goth's house. I decided to turn it into a funeral home. I'm not quite finished with it, but yeah, you can kind of see you can see it back there. You can see the little altar for them. But yeah, there's like a little bit of a gathering space inside. It's nice. I'm happy with the way it's turning out. Love the lore. Thank you. I picture they would like own the lot. I don't know if you can actually. I don't think you can own like a cemetery, or it's not a cemetery, a funeral home. I don't know what the actual lot type is that I made it, but yeah, that's based off of a real picture too. But I built it so long ago, I don't remember. I wouldn't be able to find the picture again, I think. Oh, hi Puma, welcome back. Your bread is all prepped and in the machine, I assume. Okay. Back patio. How am I going to do this? What would they have? I feel like all they need really is just a place to sit. Yes, it is. Oh, nice, nice. I just want like probably just a spot for them to sit. Okay. I don't usually use this brick pattern or this cobblestone pattern either, so it's something I'm definitely going to need to get used to. I'm going to do some shading and stuff on it too to make it sort of blend in a little bit more. But honestly, I don't really need it. I don't need anything too crazy. Just something to make it feel like someone lives here. I don't want it to just be grass. Doing pretty good. Just a nice chill day. That's always nice. I'm going to actually send a message to Annalie just because I know she asked me to. Okay. I have a hard time using those paths with grass because it can mismatch the grass. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I was thinking the same thing. I kind of put down some moss, but I don't know if I'm quite finished with it or happy with it. But yeah, it does mismatch it a little bit, but I was thinking I was just gonna sort of combine it or make it look like moss anyway. With this. I also need to, I want to add this around the outside. Already thinking about a family idea for this house in my game. Nice. Cool. I'm glad. Like I need more Sims though. Yes, you always need more Sims. It's okay. You can have a lot of Sims and still need more. Okay. Let's change down the opacity on this. And I'm going to send out this around here. Oh, I also want to make a little bit of a mound here with the terrain tools, just so it kind of looks like, I kind of did it over here. You can't really see it because I built up so many plants, but you can kind of see it here. I just want it to look like it's built up mulch a little bit. I love terrain paint. It's so fun. It's like the best part. I'm gonna do, yeah, so I'm gonna include like a little bit of, especially like around the stairs where there's gonna be a lot of traffic and stuff. I wanna do, I'm gonna do some like dirty grass. What is this even called? Okay, scratchy in patches. Okay, I'm not calling it that. Yeah. I need to add some more here. And then I think I did some shading underneath here. What kind of plans do you have for your Twitch channel? Honestly, not a whole lot of plans so far. I'm mostly thinking just to do some streaming whenever I decide to build. I might play some other games. I love Minecraft. I might do a little bit of Minecraft, showing off my Minecraft world, or maybe it's a Terraria or something. But for the most part, I mostly just intend on building. But yeah, not a whole lot of plans. You plan to use the trick with the hydrangea on your next build? Nice. Cool, I'm glad. It looks really, I mean, I do have to say, I really like the way that it looks with the different colors. It looks pretty realistic to me. Makes it look, yeah, really nice. Adds a lot of color. Okay, I'm going to, my game is really stuttering, and I wonder if it's because I changed that DX9 situation. I don't know. I don't know what it could be. But everything seems like it's fine. Nice. If a game ever comes across for us, we could play or stream together. Yeah. Yeah, of course. What kind of games do you like to play? Okay. If I get the courage to be heard on stream, people would probably enjoy seeing me be dead every time I take a step in Terraria. Yes. That would be fun. Do I like this? What if I just sort of erased a little bit of this, made it a little bit more around? I don't know. What would you put here? I don't really want to do anything crazy. Just some plants and stuff. And, or just like a patio table. Okay, let me increase the terrain height. Let's lower the intensity so it's not going crazy. I mostly like single player games, but I like multiplayer games. One can play with friends. Repo, RV there yet. Sorry, I'm not a fan of MMOs though. Yeah, I can, I think I'd agree with that. Yeah, I've never really played any MMOs. I like that. I think that's good. You won't even be able to see this at all anyway because I'm going to be covering it all with plants. So it's just a really subtle detail. But it's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. I'd like to have Minecraft on my PC, but I don't have the economy currently. Yeah. I want to add this. I don't like that it's not cross-platform. I don't like it's not cross-platform, but you need to buy it for each platform. Yeah. I feel like, is that really true? Like, it used to be. Because I know that they have the Bedrock Edition now. I play Bedrock Edition because I play the same world that I have for the last. Actually, it's like it's my Minecraft world is 10 years old this year. In February, I think, is when I actually started playing in that world, and I started it on my Xbox 360, and it's gone through a journey of like to my Xbox One, and then it changed to. Then they like retired the old Xbox One version, and we all had to switch to the Bedrock Edition, and then the Bedrock Edition is the version that's on phones and computers and everything too. So I kind of always thought that once you had Bedrock Edition, I don't think I had to buy it again for my computer, but maybe I did. I'm gonna place these around. I like the way that they kind of making it look like it's sort of spreading, like a low-lying sort of spreading plant. I think we're gonna leave. I think we're gonna leave that there. I like that. I don't know. My computer is using like a lot of power or something. I don't know. I feel like my lights are flickering. It's not good. It's probably it's fine. Do I have anything running that I didn't? I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. This looks good. Put maybe put this here. Do I want that there? No, I think I want to do the yellow one. I'm gonna put these here. Oh wow, I have a hard time with playing Minecraft. I'm bad at keeping up interest, but it was like 5 years ago I played Minecraft. But it would be fun to pick it up again. But I'd like to do it for the PC then. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there's I love Minecraft. I probably have the same number of hours in Minecraft as I do in The Sims, in Sims 4. Yeah, because that was my main game before. Like I started playing The Sims. Again, like this save file is like 5 years old. And I probably started playing this. I think I started playing The Sims 4 like religiously in 2019, late 2019. And I've spent playing Minecraft less. I've still been playing it, but just not as much. And especially recently, like I was playing Minecraft a lot still, even when I started playing The Sims, but like the last couple years, it's been almost exclusively Sims. I just have like a hard time splitting myself between the two different games, I guess. And also like the development of Minecraft doesn't really, they haven't really doing anything that's intrigued me all that much to the point where I actually started to get frustrated and decided that maybe I just need to slow down on Minecraft and focus a little bit more on The Sims because it's actually starting to irritate me. So, are you a longtime fan of The Sims or got into the franchise in 2019? Also, have you played other Sims games too? Yeah, yep. I've been a fan of The Sims for a long time. My first Sims game was Sims Bustin' Out, I think. And then that was when I was a kid. So I probably played The Sims Bustin' Out and The Sims 2 console were my first two Sims games. And then we had The Sims 2 for computer. But I don't remember that super much. I still have a lot of the discs, the original Sims 2 discs. But the disc, like the last disc, the one that you used to actually play the game, whatever one that we had, like our cousins came over from North Carolina or something, and we played together, and they put the disc in their laptop, and then they just forgot to take it out, and they went home with it. And so like, oh, I guess that was it for that game, and I never played it again until I was an adult, basically. Could we have just uninstalled the game without that expansion? Yeah. Did we know that at the time? No. It was just, oh, I guess we're never playing that again. Could we have bought another disc? Yeah. But it's like when you're like 8, you don't think of that, I guess. But so shortly after that, The Sims 3 came out, which is the game I played the most. I like the moss on that, and I think I can edge it with some of this brown, and then it can look a little bit more like a patio. What pack was it? I don't remember. I mean, I don't know if Mansion and Garden had come out at that point, but I feel like The Sims 2, you usually play... Mansion and Garden was the last one that they released, I thought. That was the disc you usually had to put in. It was whatever the last disc it was at the time that we had. And we just sort of like never thought. Yeah, it was. It would have... yeah. Yeah. It was probably that one, I would assume. I remember being very disappointed when it was gone. It's just like, it wasn't super bad because like I have a lot of games from my childhood, so I guess I just picked up those instead. Didn't even think very much about it. And then shortly after that, it wasn't too long after that The Sims 3 came out. Mansion Garden was so good. Yeah. I wish I remembered. It was a mini EP. Yeah, I should get back into The Sims 2 a little bit. It's a great game, and I love watching other people play it. I love watching D'Angelo play it. He's also like really good at gameplay. Like I don't know how to explain that other than like I feel like I'm just not very good at gameplay. Yeah, but a kid would maybe not think to do a reinstall. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, as a kid, you just don't think about it. Love the second Empire style with Mansion and Garden. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. Like again, I played it, but honestly, I was so little at the time, I didn't really know what came out with the different Sims 2 packs, even though we had a lot of them. I remember being very intrigued by the different occults in The Sims 2 as a kid. That was like my favorite part. This is doing something. It's going somewhere. I'll get it. It's kind of weird right now, but it'll work out. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I also need to add shading for the lot. Like I kind of did it up here with the moss because I don't like how flat it looks. The game doesn't really have a very good way of showing like depth. So you kind of have to draw on the depth yourself. also don't want it to look too muddy. Maybe I add a little bit more of this moss instead of this. Maybe add a little bit more of this around. Just need to figure out what I'm doing here as well. I also need to, this is a garage, so I need to actually open up the front here. Yeah. So let's make this bigger. Let's add a little bit of shading here. Sort of make it look more like it's on a hill or something. I don't know. Obviously, unfortunately, I can't do it further down because the lot ends. Hey, Marco. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that. It's very kind. How's your day? I hope your day is going well. I'm building a base game Victorian mansion. I thought I'd challenge myself with a base game Victorian because usually I think of Strangerville. And so I was thinking at first that it would be kind of not really super possible to do a base game one, but no, it very much is. This is going, I'm having a really great time. It's looking pretty good. Hey, Bestie, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. It's a good, peaceful day. Yep. It's a nice Saturday. I'm good. Lazy Saturday, just Netflix, games, and reading. Nice. I love a good, peaceful day. Love a good, peaceful day. I'm having some issues with this. I think I might need to redo this. I'm trying to make like a little bit of a patio here, and it needs to be adjusted for sure. This looks so good. Thank you. I really like the landscaping. The hydrangeas, especially layering them on top of each other, and sort of like what's really cool with the hydrangeas is they actually have the different colors that you would need to fade them from blue to pink. Which is how they look in real life. If you've ever tried to like make your hydrangeas blue, you have to put an iron into the soil, and usually they don't end up perfectly blue unless you put a lot or something. It's kind of finicky, and so they kind of end up this sort of pinky purpley color, and there's both. And I don't know. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, I need to fix this. But yeah, this is my fourth stream. And I'm starting to be less stressed than I was at the beginning. I need to add some more of this. And then add some of these stones back. Maybe. And really light. I might just keep them really light. Yeah. Doing good, baking some bread, getting ready to boot up The Sims. I love to build while watching others build. Oh yeah, for sure. Me too. Me too. That's better. I feel like that's fine. I don't really need to do anything more complicated than that. I might add, I think doing like patches of light and dark that are kind of random can sort of make it look maybe there's a puddle here or something. But I didn't like the brown, so I'm glad I covered that up. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Do I add any highlights? You're meshing together a sink. Nice. Yeah, let's add like a tiny bit of light green here. Just a tiny. I don't want it to be too glowy. But I think that that makes it really pretty for the peak of the hill. Just a tiny bit up here. Just for the peaks. You got to draw on your variation because the game doesn't really give you any. So just a little bit here and there can go a long way. Yeah. I feel like maybe that's a bit dramatic over here. I don't know why, but I might lower the opacity on that and just lower everything I've done just a little bit over here. That's better, I think. There's something going on here. I'm way too precise or particular with this. There. Okay. It's looking good. I should probably save. Get a drink of water, maybe. Now, let's see. Do you remember what lot your Christmas build was meant to go on? Did I let me see. I think I probably mentioned it. It goes in Brindleton Bay. It goes on the one across from Brent and Brant, across the opposite side of the street. I don't remember what the lot is called. I think I put it in the comments of this one. Domus Familiaris is the name of the lot. This one, the Christmas one, it's the same as this one. But the Christmas one, yeah, same. Domus Familiaris. Gonna edit that one for a sim of mine. Nice. Glad you liked it. That one's not limited back. An early copy you sent me. Yes, before it got all Christmassy. Yeah. Oh, also I forget this. So sorry. Thank you for the follow, Jake. Oh yeah, no problem. You're welcome. I don't have any. If I miss any follows or anything, it's because I don't have any alerts. I should probably get alerts. But also, I won't read out follows, names of follows. Because I know I get stressed from that myself. So something else I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change. I made a couple changes of this since the last time I built it. And I sized up these rugs. These are like the base game rugs. Because I wanted it to look tiled, but usually, so like when you do platforms like this, rounded ones, it does this weird like thing where you can like see the wall where the wall is supposed to be, and it's kind of ugly. And you can't really paint down here a different pattern than up there, and I want the platform to be a different pattern. It does. You can see where it ends. So I was putting down these carpets, and then you can't see it. At least you can't see the floor pattern. But I remembered if you use a thicker trim, it covers up that line. So I don't really need these anymore, and I can put down whatever floor down here that I want. I can't reach this one though because I put it in the ground with tool. So I'm going to actually open up tool. I'm going to make a bounding box around it. And then I'm going to toggle the group with tool. So it's selected. Then I'm just gonna, I think that's the only thing I selected, so I can just delete the group. And then I'm gonna hide the grouping box. I like the flooring. Thanks. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, it kind of looked like tile, right? I could use it. I could do it. It looked good. I think especially we have some other options with packs, but since I'm doing base game, I was limited to that. The purple flooring was kind of good. I did like it. I kind of wanted to do try something different. Okay, I think that's, yeah. So if you didn't see, so I think I didn't finish looking through the house, but so here's the entry. There's like an entry room here. I got to figure out what to put here. Then sort of diagonal up a platform, on a rounded platform that goes into the dining room here. A sunroom with some French doors that lead out to, whoa, camera. They're lead out to a patio. I think this area is like really, really pretty. There's like a cool iron bridge over there. And I put a little fountain, so I can imagine just sitting here and listening to the water from the fountain, maybe watching boats go by. It'd be really, really pretty and really peaceful. I should probably put another patio here because I feel like it would be a good spot to sit. I feel like you could also put a deck that's not even attached to the house. Could do that. That'd be kind of interesting. In Blender. Oh, so you're making, oh yeah, that's what I assumed that you meant. That you're making a sink in Blender. I've dabbled in Blender, but it's not the easiest thing for me to figure out. Yeah, what's going on here? Where did I put in the wall? Oh, okay, a bush. Is this, am I finished with the landscaping out here? Out here I am. Around the house, I think. But yeah, going up the stair, well, no, going in here, there's a living room here with a fireplace. And a kitchen, a galley kitchen here. And a bathroom. Then going up the stairs, there's two bedrooms down here and like an office, a small bedroom. You could have a small bedroom in here. This, I'm experimenting with making like an indent for a chimney because I like to be realistic with things. I'm self-taught, kind of. I'm like an indie game dev. I make everything from scratch. Yeah, I'm like anything that I figured out, I would be self-taught kind of too. I'd probably say the same thing. I make everything from scratch. Nice, cool. I've only ever like edited meshes of like clothing is mostly what I've done. Some random clothing, adding colors and stuff. Be right back. Okay, no worries. Yeah, so then there's a third floor, like an attic. It would have been like an attic space at first, and it's been converted into a teens room. That's the idea, which I love. I think this is a really cool bay window. I would have loved a room like this. Yeah, and there's a bathroom up here too. But yeah, I want to get this figured out now. Do I want it there? Well, actually, no, I also want to try putting a deck back here. Let me just try that. It might look, I feel like I could maybe get it to work. Maybe put it like right here. And it would be up on a, oh, we do have stilted platforms. Because that's what I'm imagining. With the base game, that is. I'm thinking maybe this one. I want it to be higher than that, I think. I want it to be 2 steps up on this side. Should be painted white. with white with nice railing, or should it be more simple than this? I could put some landscaping down there too, maybe just some bushes or something. I don't know if I like that. I would think it'd be painted white too if I did it white. The whole thing would be painted white. Let's try, I think it would make sense to have simpler railing. It's kind of nice. And then I would definitely put like a hedge maybe or something. I don't know. I don't normally do anything like this, but it'd make something else to have out in the backyard. I don't like that. I think I want to do. Let's add some terrain paint. It might help. Let's do some stairs first and then terrain paint. You're back. Welcome back. Okay. Let's get rid of the wallpaper underneath because I don't need it. And I don't need any railing or anything. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I'm going to start off by changing the terrain underneath. I think that'll help. I think that'll help. And we'll put maybe a couple bushes and flowers back here. Could put a tree for some shade. It would look good from the lot thumbnail too, maybe. If I can get a tree back there. You kind of make me want to play The Sims 4. Cool, that's a great compliment. I'm glad that it makes you want to play The Sims 4. That's awesome. Should it be on this side or should it be on the other side? That's kind of pretty. It also goes over this path. But I also don't want to destroy the view with a big tree. It is The Sims, but and also screenshots and all that. What's like a good view? Is this tree going to be covering everything up? I feel like it should be on. It's kind of like in the way over here. I feel like I want to put it over here on this side. Somewhere like right here. Oh. It was a while ago, and I've been pretty bad at playing games for a while now. That's fair. But there. And I can lower it down with tool. Shift T, elevate, minus, that looks like 1. -1. That might be too much. It's also, I might do my trick. Might want to rotate this. I do this weird thing where I rotate things. You can rotate things with tool to like squish them and get them to be the shape you want. Now that I've done that, I want to change the size back to make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't really add very much shading, at least not in the morning time. But I think it sort of nestles this in a little bit nicer. And then there's this grass here, which I don't like. So I don't want to use that. Maybe I use these. These are used underneath. No, these ones are used underneath. I think I'll use these. And it might be able to get me, might blend this in a little bit more. Hey, I'm lurking, but we'll be back in shortly. Okay, thank you. Hi, Annalie. Thank you for stopping by. Have fun with your lurk. I appreciate you. Okay, let's lower this down. Minus point. Let's do minus 0.75. That's pretty good. Let's see. Move this a little bit more so it's not glitched. That helps. I think I need to lower these a little bit more. Yeah, I think that makes it blend in a little bit more. It doesn't look out of place. I was afraid that this random deck would look would look random. But I don't think it does. Should I add a fence on the back? That's probably good. And then I was thinking of just like a table. Let me save. I feel like it's been a while since I've saved. Thinking like a picnic table. It'd be nice to use the picnic table with an umbrella. Or maybe this one, and I'd put a grill out here too. Let's see, do I have any other ones available? Oh, this one's kind of nice. Do base game. I'm surprised we don't have an umbrellaed picnic table in the base game. Do we not? It might be a debug thing. I don't know. Save your ass, as my old teacher used to say whenever we did something on our school laptops. That's funny. I love that. I definitely need a grill. Well, I could also put a couple planters up here. That could be kind of nice. Activities. Outdoor activities. Let's do like just a couple. Just a couple. And then let's put it here. Here? Here? Yeah. What colors does it come in? The house is blue. Do I need anything to... The umbrella doesn't need to match. But it would be maybe nice if it kind of brings out the yellow. Doesn't really matter. But the yellow's kind of nice. Comfort. Let's go to outdoor furniture. It's probably the one I'm thinking of is out here. This one? This one's pretty. That's cute. This one's held up. This one's all right. I need to move it away from the edge. Does it come in any other colors? Like a lighter one? I like the lighter one. I think it doesn't look like it. I don't know if I care if it matches completely. The metal, that is. That looks good. And then let's do a grill. Oh, that's a cute little deck. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I think it's like utilitarian, but I think it's also coming out pretty cute and it'd be a great spot for a deck. I feel like you would definitely want one there. What was I doing? Why am I in storage? I wanted appliances, I think. Outdoor appliances, and we'll do... I like this one. But I don't know if it works here. I think I'd probably just do this one. Should probably not do it underneath the tree. I don't know. It's fine, it's fine. I'm overthinking it. I don't like how bright this is. Can I do the gray? And also, is there maybe the skinnier one's better? Those are really massive posts, and I think it's unnecessary for just a short little deck. And I think let's try the white again. I didn't do the white in this one. Maybe the white in this one's fine. I also could wait. That one also matches the house. I think I'll do this. Let's do this. Put some more dirt underneath here. And then just duplicate this plant. If I can. It'll let me. I might size this one down a little bit. Put it right here. We'll lower it down by like 1. I'll cover up that one that's in the ground. I can actually like cover it up. We have that bush separately now on its own, I think. I think maybe I'll use a hydrangea though instead. Let's try that. Yeah. I think that's good. That blends it in nicely. I don't like that. Let's do the fading thing I was doing by changing these to like blue. This one to purple. This one to purple. No, I'll leave that one pink. Now they kind of look like real hydrangeas, to me at least. Should I put any on the other side? Yes, I think so. Maybe one right here. I could have there's definitely some more. There's some spots where I could add some more foliage for sure. Put this here. Like that. That's nice. Maybe can I do another one? No, maybe that's too much. Should this one say pink? I have a pink one here. So let me do some more of the purple in this one. Do blue back on this one. And do some of that. I could do this one being purple and blue only instead of pink. Maybe just a little bit pink. No, I'll leave that one blue. That one can be blue. Why not? Who cares? No need to overthink it. I overthink everything. It's fine. Let's see. Do some of these. Is that good? Blends it in with my landscaping a bit and covers up the side of the deck a little bit, which is nice. Maybe do some of this. I don't like how tall. I need to make those a little bit smaller. Do that maybe. Let's do a yellow. Let's try a yellow. Do a couple of yellows. Yeah. I need something taller here. But I definitely don't want to do something that tall because that'll just cover up the whole point of the deck, which is the view. But could do something in the corner here maybe. I might need to actually get rid of this entirely. I don't know. Maybe it's fine and I can just add more. I kind of want to find the one The lone one. I thought it was is it not a bush? Do I have debug? I have debug and live edit on. I'm probably just missing it. It's probably just hard for me to see. It is it this one? This is not really what I had in mind, but maybe I could just replace it with this one. It's close enough. Ooh, that's a lot of weird shading. Just some shrubs and stuff, maybe? Just around here. Yeah. Let's get rid of this. Add some bushes. There's a big empty space now. What do I do with it? What do I cover it up with? The good thing about this is that I can get it to go over the lot border. Let's lower this. This looks like it's 2. Elevate -2. It's a little bit too much. Toggle the group. That helps. Is that too? That's not too much. I don't think that that's too much. Let's scooch it in a little bit. Okay, I need to stand up. Yeah, I think that's cute. That's a nice little random addition. It's awesome. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I think it definitely helps. I like adding things that like are a lot specific rather than just doing something that could fit on any lot. Like I guess you could put this on other lots, but I feel like you can tell that I designed this with this specific lot in mind. I definitely think that that helps when decorating a build. Let's add a little bit of, you can't really see very much underneath this terrain paint, so I don't really think it makes too much of a difference. Yeah, I think that does help. Just subtly. Now I need to edit the train here. For sure, it looks like it belongs there. Yeah, thank you. It looks less random with all the foliage around. I want to add a little bit of moss here just to make this look more. I'm thinking I do anyway. I don't know. That might be too much. Just add a little bit of variation. And again, you kind of have to like draw on any sort of variation you want in the ground. You can also suit a 40 by 30. The 40 by 30 in Newcrest by the water. Oh yeah, for sure. The one with the big fountain in the background. You're right. You're right. That would look good there. There's also the one next to it. So like imagine this is Newcrest. There's like the big 40 by 30 right here with the fountain in the background. And then there's another lot that's smaller, I think. It might be this size next to it. It might fit on that lot too. But yeah, it would definitely look good there. Unless that is the one I was thinking of. Maybe that is the 40 by 30. No, you're right. That is the 40 by 30. And the one I'm thinking of is like, that might be a 50 by 50 or a 40 by 50. Yeah, those by the water, the 30 by 40. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, so it would fit that lot. And then the one next to it is the 50 by 40. Yeah, you're right. It would look really good there. Also, I think that this is actually like a similar orientation because there's even a path there. I think there might even be a path there. Maybe not on that side. It might be on this side. But just a little bit of editing wouldn't be too bad. Okay, let's go. Let's add more of these pavers that I decided to use. We'll add that. Then it probably should just make this. Should I make this thicker? Or should I make it the same width that I've done everywhere else? Let's make this smaller. I think it should be smaller. Maybe a little bit bigger than what I've made it, but that's good. A little bit of a walkway out here. But this is its special place. Yes, it's its special place. I'm gonna need to redo this stuff a little bit. I think, yeah, I'm gonna need to add back my highlight. Is that too much? Yeah. I don't want it to be too bright. And it is. It's too bright. I just want it to look like a subtle highlight, that's all. Just a subtle little highlight. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Let's get rid of a couple of these extra ones. Yeah. And now I need to add the moss. How did I do it around here? Just kind of randomly. Just make it look like there's maybe some spots that have a little bit of water settling. Just like little puddles that would settle, and maybe add a little bit of more moss growth. Just add some variation because it's so repetitive. Make it actually look like a path, maybe that people walk on. Doesn't need to be anything too crazy. And then this is kind of like the top of a hill again, so I kind of do want to do just a little bit of brightness. Just a little bit. Okay, I think that that's about it for the terrain painting. I think I'm going to start on, oh, I need to do this. I need to do this now. Do I want a gate on the front? I don't think I want to do a fancy gate. I think I just want to leave a gap. Yeah, I just want to leave a gap. Because, like, there's, if I was doing a whole fence around the whole back of it, then I would have done a gate probably. But as it stands right now, this house is kind of, yes, the driveway, yep, kind of important. Otherwise, this just turns into a shed. Let's move these with the tool. I'm gonna need to squish these, which I hate. I don't hate to do. I was gonna say I hate to do it. I love to do it, but also I don't think people understand what I'm doing when I do it, so I don't want to be confusing. But I'm changing the width of this. You can change the width of plants and things. You can squish them with tool if you rotate them in this direction here, up to 90 degrees. So I just do it in like small increments, you can actually change the width of things that can't rotate. It's very beneficial. Let's do this. And then get rid of this. Put that like there. And there. And we'll get rid of that. Then I'll sort of like curve the driveway around. I think I'll leave. I could actually make a bit of a turnaround. I think I could make, I feel like I want to do it brick as well. Maybe to match this as much as I can, at least. With terrain paint. So let's go in here, terrain tools, terrain manipulation. We'll start by softening it. Let's turn on the P view, which is its official, again, it's its official name. Of course, it's called the P view. Until somebody else tells me otherwise, that is. Because in order to get this, by the way, you turn on the grid. When you're doing terrain, you turn on the grid, everything turns yellow with G. But if you click P, everything turns gray. So I call it the P view. Yeah, I don't think I need to do anything too crazy here with the slope. And I think I'll just like basically pave this whole area with brick. Do this sort of rounded curve here. Then I'll probably attach. I'll attach the dances. It's a good song. It's a good song. Love that. I'm back. Internet issues. What? I didn't know about the P thing. Yeah, you're not the only one. The Sims team doesn't really tell us anything, right? You have to figure everything out on your own. And some of us are just extremely clumsy and accidentally click buttons all the time and accidentally click P, and they discover, oh, it turns gray. And like, what's cool about it is that you can actually see the grid. Whereas like if you turn off the P view and it's just like, it's annoying. It's kind of, I find this to be less useful. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like no one knows that. I haven't seen anyone use it other than me. But who knows? Maybe people just don't find it useful and so they don't use it. Maybe it's both. People didn't find it useful and they didn't know it exists. I don't like that the two bricks don't match. But you're clumsy sometimes? No, never. I would never be clumsy. I think I would find it useful. I definitely do. I think it's really nice to actually be able to see the grid on a slope, especially if you're doing something precise. It's really, really great for that. Yep, so I use it all the time. I prefer it if I'm doing terrain over the normal one. I think the normal one is like it just turns yellow to me. I think that the fact that like, I think it's supposed to change to not be yellow like the higher you go, right? So like if you go like really high, it starts changing color. But the thing is it only starts changing color at extreme distances. So it's not really useful because it's just always yellow. But like, did you know that it actually is rainbow and it changes color? Because I didn't really know that. Yeah, yellow grid means it's flat. Yeah, if you actually like see the grid, then that means it's flat. But it's not always yellow. It's just always yellow because you never ever need to make it this high. I just think it's not very useful. I like the lines. I guess you can see like every 4 steps. That's nice. But yeah, for the most part, I like the P view. It's better. Do I want any flowers up here? Or do I want to just bring it to the edge here? Yellow grid means it's flat. Being clumsy is totally not something the two of us have in common. No, definitely not. I just saw it and wanted to correct myself. There. There. Wait. There. Do I like that? Especially if I like make it good. I also need to slope this a little bit more. It looks a bit like it would wreck your car maybe. Could turn on the P view again and just check it out. I want to lower this maybe? Oh, that's way too fast. Let's do that. Slope this down. Can I raise this up? I can't. Oh, it's because there's tile there. It's fine. Let's make this. Just gonna do it by hand. Each intersection, I'm gonna lower just so it's a little bit smooth. I think you missed a spot for the train paint for the driveway. Okay. Let's see. I don't know. It's looking pretty good. There is like a little bit. I might need to make it darker. That's a good slope. It's good enough. If you're going around there, yeah, I think that's probably pretty good. It needs some plants here, for sure. You see in the middle it's green. Yeah, you're right. Then I'm going to change this anyway. Let's change it to dirt. I want to do a little bit of plants here around this turn. Yeah. Let's do a little bit of plants around this turn. I'll put a hydrangea there. Yeah, just probably like right here. Honestly, I don't think I really need to do it anywhere else. So maybe I do want to add more train paint there. Let's leave it like this, and then that could be like a turnaround for the driveway. Should I do plants here? I need to fix this. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. So Ben. Hey Ben. I just saw you say you were live on Blue Sky, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi. The house is looking good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't really built a base game Victorian before, but it's going well in my opinion. I've gotten most of the exterior sort of figured out. We got the floor plan done. Just built this deck on the back. Yeah, it's looking really good. I'm doing my like favorite part, which is terrain painting. I love doing that. I'm adding a wall here. I could also put it here because I want to lower this down. But I think it probably fits better here. And then I'm going to lower this down. So it's more smoothly goes on. Maybe I do it. Maybe I extend this to here. I need to put that column back. I'll lower this down. I could actually, let's put a platform here, just like one maybe, just so looks like a little bit of a wall. And then I'll reflatten this terrain paint on this edge. Flatten terrain. Yeah, perfect. And then I need to make it far more aggressive. Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see. That could be just like a little bit of a wall. Maybe I don't like that. I could put some hedges around the outside. Actually, that would probably look good, and it just basically cover it up. Can I size them down, maybe? And tool them into place? Please, game, please. I'm glad one of us loves the terrain tool. I love terrain painting. I like messing around with the terrain tool here and there, but it's really not user-friendly at all. But I like the terrain paint. I like the terrain paint part. It's fun. It's like drawing. And I really think it makes it pulls it all together. Like you don't even need to use the terrain tool at all. Like you don't even need to raise the height, but like changing the color of what the ground is by like adding shading makes such a huge difference to me. I think we're going to use, oh, you can't even see that this is a brick wall. Can I do the, should it be black on the top? I think that looks good. Let's go back to the terrain paint. I'm wondering if maybe we have a matching terrain paint for this brick. I like it, but I'm not the best with it. Oh, paint? Yeah, that's fair enough. I get that. That's fun. I do. The terrain, once you get the terrain paint, like, or if you can get the terrain manipulation to like work in your favor, it can be fun. But a lot of times it's really finicky. Oh, that's awesome. I love that it did that. I just want to paint underneath. I just want to paint underneath this. Is that too much to ask? Let's move this out of the way temporarily, I guess. And then I'll just do this. And then I'll put it back. I mostly use it for ponds. If there were more different shapes in different worlds and lots, I'd use it more. Yeah. You mean terrain paint? Because I can tell you for one thing, like it's really irritating that like for Strangerville, for example, we don't have the matching terrain paint for that world. You just have to, we're just made to suffer, I guess. I'm thinking I do want to add a bit, since this is a little bit higher up, I think maybe a fence. Let's continue the fence here. Dang it. Wait, let's do this. And I think I want it to end here. I could actually stop the wall there too. Could stop the wall there. Terrain tool, I meant different shapes. In different worlds and lots. I'd use it more. Yeah, I wish it was more. In general, I just wish the terrain tool is more like it was in games like Planet Zoo. I've never really played Planet Zoo. I've never gotten around to playing it, but I've seen other people play it, and when they use it, it looks so much easier to use. I mostly use it for ponds. Yeah, I feel that makes sense to me. I feel like I've used it a lot for ponds and hiding the ugly sculpting with water. Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's get rid of. I don't really want to delete everything that I know and love. Let's put deletion protection on for a single moment while I delete this, so it doesn't delete my columns and stuff. Turn it off. Put that there, and then I'll fade this up to that point. And I also want to put a bush. That's too big. I was thinking a bush like in this corner. That's up, but I don't really think I mind as long as I cover it up. It's just like in this corner. I feel like it's not even, doesn't really matter. And then this it should show a foundation as I fade it. Fade this hill in. Yeah. It looks really good. It doesn't go into, oh, I did do that. Make this look a little better. I think this is fine. It's on the back of the line. That's fine. That looks good. There's a little bit of that there. Let's erase that. Why is it? I'm so bad at this. Not really, but maybe it's just frustrating. Maybe it's not me. Maybe it's the game. You're really enjoying this playlist? Thank you. I'm glad you like it. It's basically entirely Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan, as well as others. But I made it so I could listen to them, and then I just sort of slowly added in other artists that sort of gave off the same vibe. But yeah, thanks. I'm glad that you like it. Dang it! Why am I sucking? This one. This is the one I want. Okay. Let's see. Does that look good? Let me see if I can get the train paint to match the tile or the brick version, the floor tile version. Enough for me to want to use it. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm going to put bushes here anyway. I'm going to put some hydrangeas. So it should be fine. Always overlap the hydrangeas. I always overlap the hydrangeas because I think just including one like this just kind of looks sad, and I've seen it. Like I've seen that. I've seen that a million times, and I'm done seeing it. So I just make my own sort of by combining them together. I think it makes them look a little bit more like they did in like The Sims 3. Like it just like that's how they look in real life. They're just, I feel like they're fuller and bigger. Let's add, I'm gonna maybe try. I feel like that's too many flowers, at least of the same size. Let's try this one. I've been using this one as like ground cover. Sort of like sprawling ground cover. So I think that that'll cover my mistakes nicely. It looks more realistic for sure. Thank you. Yeah, I think so. Maybe I'll just add a little bit of this. Covers up that weird line. I want to try to add maybe a couple of these here as well. And then I need to blend this driveway into the rest of my train paint. Should it be connected by a path, or should it not be? I'm gonna not connect it for, well, I could connect it like there. I'll think about it in a second. Let's do moss. Let's actually do some of this. Let's make this really soft. I forgot that this is train paint, so I can't really, I forgot that I made those tiles, so I can't really change that very much. Yeah, it looks good. Scaling and stacking looks really bland when you don't. I think so too. Yep. Yep, and it also it lets you add some variation. Because otherwise everything's so samey. Let's see. Just adding some shading on this. I can't do it over here, which is a bit annoying. But especially for blending in this tile. Maybe I should use dirt to blend into that. Blend into the brick, I mean. Just add some variation. I think that looks good. Yeah, I like it. And I'll see if I can find... That's a weird color. And that makes me a bit upset. I'm going to save this to my library. What did it just say to me? That's awesome. Did it save? It did. I think I'm having a UI mod issue. that I don't intend on fixing. But yeah, sometimes if like you see green, the sometimes if you see green between train paint, like I guess this one kind of looked like it, or which one was it? It was this one. That makes me nervous because I wasn't expecting it to be that color. And sometimes I've noticed when that happens, it wasn't in this case, it just must look like that. But sometimes when that happens, I get really nervous because then your train paint usually deletes. Yeah, sometimes I blend swatches. Yeah, I did that with the hydrangeas, like, because in real life you can make hydrangeas blue by adding iron into the soil. And it makes them, yeah, it makes them blue. But if you don't put enough iron, I think it's iron. Yeah. If you don't put enough in, they stay pink, and they'll fade between pink and blue if you don't add enough. Yeah, that I didn't know. Yeah. So that's kind of what I was mimicking here. Is that I was trying to add some variation by blending them together like they are in real life. If you see blue hydrangeas, they've added a different chemical into the soil to change them blue. And it's just iron. I think you can like literally add nails. I think that they would like add like iron nails into the soil. They just dig them underground, dig them into the dirt, and it'll make the hydrangeas blue. And it's kind of fun when you don't put enough because then they shift between pink and blue. And we happen to have all of the different colors that they would change between. We have the blue, the purple, and the pink. No, I'm gonna have to keep my eye on my neighbor's garden this spring. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I feel like maybe I should make, since this is brick over here, I should maybe add some blue to this one too. Blues or purples. Maybe I'll do that. That's pretty. That adds a little bit of color here. I need to add more of a dark edge here. I do like the way it's looking though. Let's do that. That definitely helps. Get a little bigger. See what I can do here. Yeah. That looks good. I like it. And some darkness. Makes it actually look like there's dimension there, even though it is flat. I think I'm going to use the hydrangea trick for that house redesign for Shanice. And it's been a hot minute, but I remember where you suggested putting her piano. Yeah. Yeah, no, I remember that. Now I need to add lights. I feel like I should add some lights. Did I save? Let me save. Okay. Yeah, but if I feel up to it, I think train manipulation goes a long way because I didn't have to add any on this lot, but I think making the whole lot up by 4 steps makes it feel a lot more real. Because especially these fancy old houses, they were like that. The whole lot was up from the street a little bit. Okay, lights. That's what I was gonna do. I was gonna try to find some street lights because I want one like here and here. See if I can find one. Floor lamps. No, not floor lamps. Outdoor lights. And we'll do base game. Oh, that one's a debug one, which I like. That one's the one I want to use, but it won't produce any light because it's debug, and I don't really want to deal with like I could hide a light up there in the top. Like I could just like size down a light, like a ceiling light, and put it in there. But I don't want to do all that. We really don't have very much lights in the base game. I think that one's one I overwrote. Let me turn off debug and live edit. Could do like one of these small ones. It's not the worst. I wanted like a post. I could raise these up on a post. Could even size them up and do that. That might look good. Maybe I will do that because that does feel like it could look really good. I'll find something in debug and raise them up and put on. I could even use a column. No, well, could use a column maybe. I put it there. Then I wouldn't have to all place the column, but let's see, do I have a column that will work? I could actually like, been doing this a lot, but I could rotate this with tool. Looks so pretty at night. Thank you. I haven't even tested it at night yet, but yeah, the lights look really nice here. Do I like this one? I like this one. I think this one will look good. If I can get it in black. And now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to raise these up. Elevate these by like 2 with tool. Raise it like by 1 more. No. Elevate by 0.2. And now I'm going to make these skinnier. So if you select columns with tool and you rotate them, so this is like the ground axis right here. You can kind of see it here. That's the normal rotation. The next one, if I change it one more time, so I have this vertical one. And if I try to rotate these columns with tool by like, let's say 45 degrees, and you would expect them to turn like this, they won't. They'll get skinnier instead. And that is because this object cannot turn. It's not physically possible for this object to turn in that direction. And so instead, what the game does is it like squishes it instead. I don't really know why it does that, but I'm gonna do it anyway since I can. And let's lower this into the ground by like just enough so the top of it's here. Let's do minus 0.7. Wow, that was like perfect. Let's see. Oh, that was really far away. It's not like the worst. That's too small. Let me size these down. These are too big, I think. Size it down. This is 2 right now, so let's size it down to like 1.5 and see where I'm at. That looks way better. That looks really good. Yeah, okay, that works. And I think the game should be okay with that. Can I actually like, no, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, that looks like pretty natural. Should I have done it more than once or more than twice? I should probably add one over there too. Maybe those ones. In order to avoid all that silly nonsense, maybe I'll just put these instead. We'll do it once. And now I'm done. I don't need to do all that tool stuff for that anymore. Because these are pretty too. I don't need to do, like, I don't need to do those big lights anywhere, everywhere. It's kind of funny that we don't have like a normal lamp post in the base game. And they're all weird. Or like I don't want ones that have gigantic. Like the other ones had like big plant pots and everything. To be fair, I think the smaller ones look better at the side. Yeah, those little ones. I think so too. I don't think that I would want bigger ones over here. I do like these ones though here. For the main entrance. For the garage. But yeah, I wouldn't want them everywhere. Let's see. Put that one here. Do one here. They suit the driveway definitely. They make sense there, I think. Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty happy with that. It's kind of funny that we just like don't have one that's like that. It's not in the base game. It's not a 4 lamp. Miscellaneous? No, we just like don't have one. It's fine. I'll just make it myself. I'll just make it myself. I want to do this one. One there. Put one here. Should there be... This is a door here. What if I put a door here too on the side? I could put one here and move that window. I can move the window up there too, maybe. It's symmetrical right now, but there's more to life than symmetry. And like this also adds a bit of like a sort of symmetry in a different way. Yeah, it's odd that they've got mini ones. Yes, yeah, it's odd when they have the mini ones. Yeah, I think so too. I think that that's good. I don't think it really matters. I want to leave this one in the middle. I don't want to add 2. I don't think. Because that's too many windows in this room. That's way too many windows. I think it's fine. I'm not going to overthink it. You can barely see it anyway. Let's continue doing this. Let's add one here by this entrance. I'll add one here. This isn't symmetrical, but it's fine. It's just on the back. And I'll put one there. And I will continue doing the lights around here. Let's change it to nighttime, see how everything's looking. Let's kind of add these around. I want to do 2 here. Yeah, that looks really pretty. Just add a couple here. Around this deck. It makes it look really... It makes the house look really fancy, in my opinion. The little lights go a long way. Should I do some more along here? Or should I just leave them? I could like try doing some evenly spaced ones here. That's like, that might be too many. Maybe I split them further apart. It adds a lot to the vibes. Thanks, I think so. We'll just... I don't know if they all need to be super equally spaced or if they just have to look like it. That's good. I think that that's better. Oh my gosh, this is looking gorgeous. Thank you. The lights just added so much. The lights at night are, they make it look so polished. I'm just gonna kind of eyeball these. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna measure. We don't need to measure. Who needs measuring? Will it be on the gallery? Yes, yes, yep. Yeah, this is where I've gotten so far. I've done most of the landscaping. And yeah. Yeah, I've done most of the landscaping. Just trying to get the exterior finished. And now I'm just working on some lightings. I've done all the floor plan. I added a bit of a back deck here. Just kind of a floating back deck. You don't really see them. Or I never really think to add just like a floating back deck to the houses. But I felt like this particular lot suited one like really well. I just felt like this was perfect. This is where you would want one for sure. When you have such a nice view. Yeah, I really, really, really like this area. The way that the flowers look from this path makes me really happy. And there's the fountain too. You'd be able to hear it. I think it's very nice. And I believe it's still all base game. It will be all base game, even if I've made a mistake, but I don't think I have so far. I added it to my library. Do I dare look at my library? Yeah. CC free at the moment. And not CC free, pack free, base game only. Let's continue with the lights. I'm gonna add a light here. Also, oh, I don't need that. Let me also try, just curious, if I want to add any lights shining on the house. Wow, that's base game only. Thank you. That's a very nice compliment. Do I want to put a light here? Is that unnecessary? I don't know. Maybe, I feel like that's fine. Since it doesn't really seem to make a huge difference to me, but it does make a little bit, I think that's fine. What about one up here? We'll see. You can't see it. That might work if I lower the opacity or make it dimmer. Let's make it a little bit dimmer. A little bit, so it's not as dramatic. I think that is fine, and that looks good. I'd never be able to make anything this good base game only. Aw. Yes, you could. Yes, you could. It helps looking at, I would say, like, so I had a reference image. The roof has changed from my reference image, but because this house right here is really big, and I wanted it to look, this one to look a little bit taller. It also gives me more space, so I actually like increased the pitch of the roof on that third floor, so I could fit a full third floor up there. So I changed the roof type. But other than that, that's a reference picture, and I think that like this corbel detail, I got that from the reference picture. So I think that definitely making builds, if you make a build from a reference, it can help. It can help a lot to make what you're doing feel more real. Oh, I put a bush there. That's not. I just noticed. My stairs aren't finished. I need to eventually push them here, but they're being annoying with my platforms. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I need to actually move those stairs back to the way that they were. I want to try, but the temptation to use my favorite items would be so hard. Yeah, that's definitely true. You have these things that you want to use, but you can't. I wouldn't be able to either, probably at all, let alone a reference. I won't lie. Um, yeah, it definitely takes practice. It takes practice for sure. But I do think you'd be surprised at how much a reference image helps. Well, hold on one second. I used a reference for my Christmas house. It really helped. Yeah, I think so. I think you'd be surprised at how well it helps. It gives you guidelines. Like you don't have to make it perfect, but just having something to be inspired by really helps with what you're doing, especially if you're new and new to building. Like I don't know how well how much you build or whatever, but I think especially when starting out, like you might think, oh well, I've seen 1,000 Tudor houses. I know how to build a Tudor, but having a Tudor house like as a picture, it makes you remember things that you wouldn't have thought from just your mind. Um, when you when you only do what you think a Tudor house looks like, you ultimately end up doing your brain's interpretation of what a Tudor house is rather than actually making a Tudor house. And like it's kind of like scanning like when you're in school and your teacher gives you a scanned copy of some homework and it looks like it's been scanned 1,000 times and it's all black and it's all like crispy and awful. Like that's kind of how I imagine like the more times that's done, like I can imagine if you were to use a reference of somebody else's Sims build of a Tudor house, like that's like using a scanned copy of the real thing. Um, so I like get the real thing and at least look at it, at least for a little bit when you're trying to do something. I promise it'll help you. I do get ideas and then just forget to look again. That's just me being dumb. No, it's okay. No, no, that's fair. I get it. I have a good teaching resource for better building though. Aw, thank you. Yeah, that's me. But yeah, it just takes practice. Being a better builder just requires building. Like, believe me, if you saw my original build, my first build, it probably wouldn't be anything too spectacular. But I just do it all the time. I guess let's just add some lighting. I guess I'm at that point. The outside is almost finished. Speaking of that, let's save. Okay. My being my house is being the overly photocopied homework. I mean, yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect either. I mean, as long as it's just for fun anyway. At the end of the day, so do whatever you want as long as you're having fun. We all had our box with a roof at one point. Yeah, of course. Yep, we have the giant box, and for me, like I started on the Sims 2 console. Like I played the Sims 2 PS2. That was like my first game, and so you build the gigantic box and you want to put everything in it, and then your house burns down because you hit the burn limit. Like literally on the Sims 2, you'd get uh you get to the point where you'd have too many objects and the game would literally start your house on fire to remove some of the objects. I don't know if the Sims 2 was like that, but the Sims 2 PS2 was like that. It was crazy. Okay. I'm going to size that back up. I don't need it to be small. There should be some wall lights on either side of this garage. Let me check to see what they look like. Oh, clicking the wrong button. It'd be nice to click the right button. That one's gigantic. This door is very plain, but it is supposed to be a garage door. What if it was black? It's not the worst. It's kind of just, maybe it's fine the way it is. It looks like I think it looks as much like a garage door as I'm going to get out of a door. Yeah, I think I'll just live with it. Okay, let's add some lights. I don't have very many options. Should probably just, oh yeah, okay, I did do that. I think that helps. This room is a really weird room. This is why I really enjoy shelves. I do like to pride myself on decorating. Nice. See, there you go. And that's fine too. And that's fun. Like there's a lot of people do that. I think that a lot of times people like to just like download a build like this and then they'll just completely destroy the interior because like this part, a lot of people would like to just have this, I think. Where like you upload this and then you just furnish it the way you want. It's a weird room, but it is an entry room, so it's okay for it to be weird, I guess. I don't know if I like this stone. Can I do like a tile? This is not what I want. That's way too much. That's like colonial too. Maybe brick. Brick. Tile? Is this too small? Maybe I do just go with what I had. Decorating is my favorite part. I can build a decent house shape, but not as good as Jake though. Renovating San Machine apartments is one of my favorite faves because you can work with a shell. Thank you. Yeah, renovating the apartments is so fun. I don't know what I'm doing. What about like Victorian tile? Floor. Let's see what they did. They did like a bunch of ornate stuff. I'm seeing basically this one exactly. Do we have like a version that has black? Let's see, what else did they do? I don't know if we have very much in the base game that would help with this. I'm not really seeing a whole lot. We definitely have some of these tiles that I'm looking at right now, but not any in the base game. This one maybe. Now it's kind of Victorian, but it's kind of plain. That could be kind of good. Maybe I'll leave that one for now. I don't think I would have normally thought to use this one. That is pretty. It is pretty. That is kind of nice too in the living room. Okay, what am I doing? Let's I was gonna put down lights. That's what I was doing. before I got distracted. But the only, I guess there are two options. Two options for the dining room. There's the blue one. I don't know what color scheme I'm going with in here. I haven't really decided yet, but there's that one. There's something coming through the wall. I could put a painting there maybe to cover it, or a mirror. I think I'll put this here. And do I want gold? I think I'll stick with gold for now. Haha, yeah, apartments are good, and I'm an alright builder. I just never get too adventurous because half the time other people can do what I want way better, and I can get to the decorating quicker. Yeah, that's fair. Absolutely. I would never destroy the inside though, especially in a build like this, because the layouts and platforms and stuff are usually so well done. I wouldn't want to change them. Sorry for the essay. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. You're good. You're good. No, that's all right. Get it. I feel like I'd be the same way, maybe. I also want to, I don't like the way that this looks here. And the best way I can think to fix it would be to use this paneling right here. At least right here. Maybe I'll just continue it to this wall. Oh, no problem with the essay. Should see some of the DMs I've sent to Jake before. Yes. I like it though. It's okay. I like the long messages. I don't mind. Is this medium wall height? Yes. So I can't do this up here really. This is also the attic, so it doesn't need to be a fancy light. I think we're gonna have to use the only other one. I'm gonna have to use this one around. Basically everywhere else. This is the entry. Maybe do that. I'm gonna cover probably a lot of this with a carpet and furniture and stuff, so I'm not really too worried about the large swath of tile that's there. I might center that in that room. That's so funny. I'm glad I'm not the only one. I just start blabbing. Oh, you're definitely not the only one. I'm a bit quiet, which makes me a little bit nervous as to whether I would be a good streamer or not, but it's going so far. It's going pretty decently. I'm having fun at least, so I'm not going to put lights in here because those are just like closets. Size this down. Yeah, I don't like altering the interior much. I did with the build of Jake's I used for my Adventure Awaits family. Needed a third bedroom and really wanted to use that house. Well, if anyone ever downloads any of my builds, you have full permission to change it however you want. That's basically me uploading it is handing it to you to basically use for whatever purposes you want. So feel free to edit it till your heart's content. You're doing just fine as a streamer, in my opinion. Thank you. It's very reassuring. Because especially at first, I was very, very nervous. But this is my 4th stream, so I'm getting somewhere at least, maybe. Do I want a chandelier in here? It's probably fine. I don't think it makes a huge difference if I use it or not, so I might as well just keep it. Unless I do 2. If I do 2, is that too much? I feel like maybe that becomes too much. And I feel like I do want more light in this room. In this hallway. So maybe I do that. Okay. It's looking very pretty. I'm very excited by this house. And I really like the white up here. If I had other packs, maybe I'd do like scalloped or something, but this looks good too. I really like the card turnaround. That makes me, and also that just reminds me, I need to add a mailbox, and I need to add a trash can. I think I would want to put the trash can either out here, or since I have a garage, I might as well put it in the garage. But since there is this turnaround, I feel like it's perfect right there. Yeah, you're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. It's every time someone says it, it really is. It is reassuring. And then this is the Willow Creek mailbox. Is that the one that I used on this build? It is. So I will use it here too, for consistency's sake. Will they be able to get mail out of there? I don't know. Probably. Will the mail person be able to deliver mail to that? And you bring the bangers too? Good. I'm glad that you like my playlist. That's awesome. I love that. I have fun with this playlist. Yeah. It's looking very pretty. Let's see. I think I'll do the kitchen now. The bedrooms are the parts that I usually do my favorite interiors starting first, and for some reason it's the kitchens and the bathrooms that I find to be the easiest. I guess I just said the reason why. I find them to be the most fun because I find them to be the most simple and require like less brain power because it's just like a simple puzzle. There's only like one way to do this kitchen. Whereas like bedrooms are so like subjective and I want them to look good. You might have to link me. It's like half my library already, but I've heard a few I'd like to add. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how to make it public. But yeah, I'd love to figure out how to do that. And make sure that I'm not like doxing myself by sending it. I also wish I wanted, like, what I wanted to do as well is like, and I guess, okay, Troye Sivan is being a bit much with that picture, but I wanted to just like have this up there. So you can see which songs I was listening to, but it started like disappearing and I don't remember, I haven't figured out why. Because it usually just stays, like I'm clicking in this window and it's still staying in front, but it was disappearing and I don't remember why. But yeah, once I definitely want to make sure that if I were to link the playlist, it wouldn't like dox me and everything. I would be happy to share it, but I'll need to figure that out off stream and stuff first. I want to center this on. I want to sync to center here. So it'll definitely make this more complicated since I really want to sync here. But I think it'll be worth it to make it a little bit complicated to get it to do what I want it to do. I have a very large, like I like so many different kinds of songs. But I think this one is called I started off this one because I wanted to listen to basically just Sabrina Carpenter and Chapel Roan. That was my original purpose. So I called it Sabrina Chapel because I'm so creative. And then I just sort of added to it after that. Haha, yeah, don't dox yourself and no rush. I appreciate it if you could. Yeah, maybe I could even figure out, if I figure it out, I'll maybe send you a DM or something on the Blue Sky or something. Maybe, perhaps. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because, yeah, I would like to make it available for people who are interested. I could probably actually put it in my information in underneath my stream. Maybe a link to it, to my playlists. I know that I already changed my name in Discord or in Spotify. So it probably wouldn't dox me, but okay, let's see. Put that there. I think I'll put the fridge here. Fridge here? Or should I put it over here? Probably over on the other side since there's like a step here. Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, I think so. Let's put this here. A stove here. Or I could put the stove here. And I could add another tile here. I could do either one. I want the fridge to be here because, again, there's like a step here. It's not real. Like, your Sims would be able to access that, but... and I like this one. This one feels the most Victorian because the surfaces are tiled. And I would normally use the fancier one, this nicer one, the new one. This one here. But this one seems more modern, especially with the marble top. I don't like how these ones are slightly green, but I'm going to have to suffer with it. Yeah, I think it's your Discord and Twitch name on Spotify, but yeah, it is. I can see. I just need to like finish setting it up to make sure that it's the way I want it to be. But yeah, it is my Discord and Twitch name. I guess I will leave that there. That's fine. Is it though? It's fine, probably. I don't think I need to. There's certain. I have selective caring. I was lurking with sound off, and I noticed in chat about you being a streamer. I think you're doing great. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad. I'm glad that you guys are enjoying the stream. This is very fancy. Is that really expensive? It's 4,000 simoleons. I don't care about the price. Actually, I just realized. Actually, I don't care about the price. Maybe I'll do this one. I'll also do a dated one if I wanted. See you guys later. Okay, thanks, Ben. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good rest of your day and weekend. Okay, I need to find some sort of vent range hood. Could there be one that like is nice? Maybe this one? No, that one's glass. I don't want to do glass. I don't really like the way this is looking. I don't like that it is the way it is. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. I want to like give more space. You too. I may be back if you're still on. Just depends on how long it takes me to cook. If not, have a great weekend. I probably won't be alive for that much longer. I think I've been going between like 2.5 to 3 hours, 2.5 to 3.5 hours, and I do have an obligation this evening. So I probably will be off here pretty shortly. I also got I got what I wanted finished, or which was basically I wanted to finish the outside, so and then start the interior, and that's basically where I've gotten. So we'll just see how long I last before I start getting antsy, because I get antsy with building. It took me so long to just place that thing there, and I don't even think I like it. I don't even think I like it. But it does do the thing I wanted, kind of. But I like the size. Let's try putting a range here instead. One that's like one of the ones I never use. Where is it? Appliances. I don't know, like an actually decorative one that's like exposed. I don't know. That one's kind of ugly. Could do this one. This one. And it would need to be the white one, probably. If there was a blue one that matched this blue, maybe I would do that one. But there's like a gray one. It's not super offensive. That one is blue. It doesn't really match the same blue though. Let's try, where's the white one? The white one. Kind of like super ugly. Is it? I don't know if I like that. What if I sized it up like a lot? Let's scale it by like 1.5. And I don't know about that. No, it peaks outside too. Let's see. I think I need to try again. I want it to be symmetrical under this window, but also at the same time, it's not going to be symmetrical underneath the range. Or the, yeah, range. That works. That's a word that works. What if I did, I don't know. Ooh, I really like this one actually. For over here. I feel like that makes sense to me. To have like a little bit of some medicines and stuff over here. And that actually, wait, that fits? Oh yeah, it's the right end. I think. Yeah. I kind of would like to actually have a cover, like I want to use a shelf and size up. The one I have in mind is this one. Yes, I was thinking of actually doing that, and I don't even need to tool it, I don't think. Maybe I do. Maybe I want these to be here. Maybe that's fine. Because it's already the right width. Raise this up just a tiny, tiny bit, maybe. Then I can put some curtains on that. I think that's looking pretty good. It is really kind of bothering me that those aren't on the ends. How much was that? That was 2, so let's try 2.2. Okay, scale 2.3. 2.3, is that going to be too much? 2.35. And let's move this in. That's good. That is what I wanted to do, I think. Add some nice detail. Then just see if we can find some curtains in here that are base game that actually look good. Do these ones. That's really, really big. Could do this. That looks good. Not in that swatch, obviously, but could do this one. That one's also kind of pretty, especially if I alt place it. What was the other one I was thinking? The other one I was thinking is not Basegame. So I can't use that one. I was thinking the one, I think it's from Cats and Dogs. I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with this one for now. If it comes in any swatches that are not, I feel like I don't want white. But I might need to. I might need to go with white if I was to go with these curtains. Even though the kitchen's white, so I kind of wanted something that contrasted. That's too big. My little thing has stayed up there for the moment. I feel like that's too fancy for in here. Might be good in like in here. That will work, and I can squish them with tool. And it looks good in white too. I might leave it in white. How about this one? This one? That's really big. It's really large. It looks like it's Basegame, which isn't a compliment. But it's not the worst. What about this one? That actually fits better than I thought it was going to. Scale 1.2. We're just gonna try this and then elevate it by minus 0.05. Then I'm gonna scale it back down a little tiny bit. What did I just say? Change that to 1.2, 1.1, 1.05. I probably could just leave it the size it was. I don't even know if I like that. That's probably fine. It's probably fine. I don't like something about this. If I changed the kitchen to a different color, ooh, I kind of like the green too, but I meant like a whole different swatch. That's from a pack. I can't use that. That's. Did they use subway tile in Victorian houses? I mean, it could have been a renovated kitchen as well. At some point, renovated. Like. It's, I don't know. It's kind of fun. I don't think I like it. But it's kind of fun. I think that they would probably have used like this, unfortunately. Or fortunately. How old do I want it to look? Do we have this one that doesn't have the bottom crown molding? And what other colors? I mean, with the renovations, a house could have literally, could have really anything. Yeah, that's the problem. I have so many options, and also like no options. I have like so many options, and then not really any at all. I could make it like really old, especially like if I could figure out, like if I could do enough clutter, I could also get it to actually look nice. And like if I chose an older tile, maybe I would want to do the white curtains that I was choosing at first. Yeah, it was Cats and Dogs. Those were the ones I was thinking. Because if I chose like an old timey tile, but then made like I don't really want, this is a fancy house, but it would be kind of fun if it had a bit of like an authentic kitchen. I don't know if I'll go along with that. But I do think that's kind of fun. scale this by like 1 point, just a little bit. That's too much, too little, 1.25. And I'll elevate that minus 0.5. It's kind of nice. Elevate, that's 0.1. This whole game is just me lowering things just a slight bit with tool. Let's do that. I don't want the tile to match. I know that for a fact because we do have a matching floor tile for this, and that will be way too much. Ooh, this one's actually kind of Victorian from the pictures I was looking at. And this is the tile that I was using over here. Is that in Basegame? It says it is. Yeah. I saw a tile that looked like this as well, but that's like too old. It's not really what I want. This one though, that is actually nice. And I feel like that fits my vibes. Then I'll do the bathroom to match. It just makes sense. This kind of feels right to me. It feels nice. But also at the same time, it feels like there's some older elements to it. And I think especially if I was to use, like clutter it up really nicely and make it look really homey, and it could look really, really good. Even though it's got this kind of like rough old tile. I also might want to try the one that has the baseboard as well here in a second. This is like the most, like this looks like a garage fridge. I might put a, will it be annoying to have a fridge in the garage because your Sims will go over there and try to use it? Maybe. But like, who doesn't like, you gotta have an old fridge in your garage, right? I feel like that's a necessity. That's very important. The one I want to use is like this one, but I can't. Maybe I'd do this one, or like this one, which I think this one matches this one, but this one's ugly. This is a very fridge. Does that make any sense? D'Angelo, hi D'Angelo. Hi, welcome in. Oh my God. Thank you for stopping by. How are you? I was lurking in your stream. I was looking in your stream this morning while I was getting ready and doing things. The detail of the garage fridge. Yeah. Yeah, I like the garage fridge idea. Yeah, I'm happy that you stopped by. That's so nice. Appreciate that. Hope you had a good time with Skyrim. Skyrim's always fun. At least I like watching it. I just saw that you were live. How are you? I'm doing well. We're on stream number 4. And it's going. I think I might actually be getting over this, like the stress. I was really stressed. I got a lot of anxiety before I was going live on my first couple streams, but I think today I had less anxiety than I've had so far, which is very nice. So that's good. I was getting really nervous that I wouldn't be able to get over that. But it's good. It's good. How are you this Saturday? Hope you're doing well. I don't think you'll ever see this from this angle, and even if you did, it's fine. Like, it's not clipping super badly. Oh, that's good. It will get much easier the more you stream. So I'm glad for you. Thank you. You're eating. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm building a Victorian house with just the base game. That's what I'm currently working on. That's what I've been working on for the last couple streams. I was happy with the way that this build turned out over here. This is also a base game only build. And it made me want to continue and do more in this area because it's been a while since I've been here. This is my save file. So I've basically built on all of the lots. I built all this stuff, but these are kind of old. I love this build still. It's a funeral home. It used to be the Goth's house and I changed it to a funeral home. It used to be my Goth build, I should say. And I changed it to a funeral home when Life and Death came out. So, and it's too big. Like I'm going to need to do something because this build is gigantic and then this one is dwarfed by that one next door. So I need to figure out something. Maybe make it smaller or move it to a different lot. Something, I don't know. Something's got to change. And then this one's like a completely different style. It's definitely more like, what I want to say, French Quarter, like Louisiana. Whereas the rest of these are like, this is Victorian, this is Victorian, this is colonial. It still fits. And I think all of these still fit the vibes of the area, but I want them to be more like these two. This is also too big. It's just too big for this lot. It's too big. It's the same. The old Goth, the original Goth house was too big for that lot too. Which is why I moved them. I built them a new house because it's just, they need more. They deserve more than that tiny little lot. So I moved them to the 50 by 50. Yes, it's so cool. You managed to build pretty much everything in the save. Like, hello. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, I've built basically everything. There's a couple builds. There's still a few builds here and there left from the base game stuff, especially in the new worlds. I haven't gotten to those, but most of it I've gotten to this point. Yeah, I love doing it. I can't get enough of building. But and especially this house is turning out very well. I'm very excited by it. My thing is still showing up. I'm happy. I was putting this up and it was disappearing a couple times, which means I should probably just get some sort of stream situation, like a stream thing to do that, but I love how it looks. Thank you. I basically just like set everything up to the bare minimum in terms of streaming, and I just decided to go live so I don't like have any I don't have any sort of Streamlabs stuff. I don't have any sounds. I don't have any notifications. I'm just going live, and the only thing I did was I set up my split audio. That's basically it, and made sure everything seemed like it was working correctly. Let's do this one. I like that one, and it matches the gold. I feel like I need to change the drywall ceiling. It's too. I don't know what they would have had other than like. Unfortunately, they might actually have like popcorn ceiling. Ew, ugly. But like also, it's kind of the vibes to do popcorn ceiling. Did that go anywhere? And I think that this looks like popcorn ceiling to me. It's awful and I love it. It's better than the drywall. And by better, I mean worse, but you know what I mean. There's like 6K labs to show a label of what plays. Yeah, I know there's like all kinds of different options, but like, I just got to do that. I just thought that this would be easy, you know, like rather than doing any of that, just pull out the mini player. The mini player is basically that. And plus I can see it. I like that I can see it. And I could also like, it has the functionality, like I can skip right from here and you can see what I see. I don't know. I don't know. I had the same trick with popcorn ceilings. It's fun. It's a good trick. I think that just makes it match the vibes. I hate that this kitchen is slightly green. The green tone of this wood is awful. But I don't think I have any other options. Wood, if you had white, if like all the elements in this kitchen or in this whole house are white. Like I have the white accents. So I really don't think I can get away with doing a wooden kitchen, can I? Can you do wood in like a wooden kitchen in a house that has white accents? In like an old house, or would that not fit? I don't think that would fit, even though I like the color of the swatch more. I also wanted to try, it's like the most subtle detail ever, but I wanted to try to find this one. So this one has baseboard molding, and I just felt like maybe that would be fun. Oh, same, the little texture adds so much to the ceiling. I think so too, yeah. It's kind of fun. I want to make sure I didn't put it anywhere I didn't want it. It's better than the stark white. I'm so glad that we can finally paint the ceilings. It took them long enough. 6K Labs is free, and I got recommended by I don't know, I forget how to say it, her name. Serena here on Twitch. I think I followed her. I think so. I have a lot of places I've been lurking recently and following. Because I just like having streams open and stuff, and I always like having something in the background. Hey vibes, hey vibes. How are you? How's your Saturday? How's the build going? It's going well. It's going well. I finished the outside basically. It's looking pretty good, I think. Looks good at night now too. I added some lights. I was thinking it was Anna, if you know who she is. Yeah. I was thinking it was Anna. I didn't say it out loud for some reason, but that's the name I had in my mind. I think it bothered me the most with cabins and having a pure white ceiling when it would most likely be wood. Yeah, I think so too. That used to bother me too. I raised that too high up. Let's do that one. Not gonna lie, I just woke up, lol. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. You just need sleep. Probably not gonna be on here for very much longer because I have dinner for my mom's birthday tonight. But it's not for a little bit. But yeah, I'm really happy with the way this looks. I added this back deck here, which I think just sort of fills out the lot a little bit. I need to figure out what I'm going to put over here. But yeah. Happy birthday, Mama. Yes. Yes, it's her birthday. It's a big date too. I'm turning 30 this year too. I'm turning 30 and she's turning 60. So we both have big dates this year. Kind of scared. How do I? Okay. Let's see. Perfect. Yay, bands. I feel like a real streamer getting to ban people. It's fun getting to ban people. Dang it, Jake, you're so fast. I had my hammer ready. Yep. They spammed. I like saw it pop up twice, so it like really got my attention. Yeah, vibes streams are very fun. They're very fun. I've had a good time. Wait, man, what did I miss? Just somebody try like a chat trying to I don't know, sell scam or chat bots or something, or typical stuff that I probably would be able to avoid if I set up my stream differently. I don't know. It just happens on occasion. They probably just go through a bunch of small streams and try to spam their messages, I would assume, and see who bites, if any. Yeah, maybe it didn't go through. You're right. Probably didn't go through. Yeah, it was just somebody. It was probably a bot. Well, it was 100% a bot. Just came through trying to like sell chat bots. I think trying to reproduce and sell more of itself. Yeah, stream bots stinky. Yeah, ick, disgusting, gross. It's trying to like multiply. It's trying its best. Where do I want it? This bathroom is a weird shape, and I don't know how to do it. There's too many windows, and it's too long. Maybe I'd put that here, and I'll put a sink there. That'll work. I could never imagine paying for views. That seems so. I would be so embarrassed. Like, I'd be so ashamed of myself if I did that. That's so shameful. I don't know. I'm here to have a good time. I feel like I'd be a faker. I'd just be faking. I think, like, the whole part of the point is to, like, feel like I want to be confident that I'm able to, you know, do this on my own and that I don't need to pay for help in that way. Like, and then that would just like defeat, like, I would just like remove all of my confidence if I felt like I was forced, like that no one watched me and that I was alone and it would just make me feel like a failure if I had to like pay for people to be there, like fake people. I don't know. I don't know. Yep, I think that's probably the one I'm going to use. It doesn't, well, that's the one's so boring, actually. It looks kind of Victorian. Agreed. Like, imagine you play with views and then you actually blow up down the line. But no, you got to start because the stream bots had numbers lurking. Yeah, exactly. Yep. There's a lot of people who do it, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. I like this one more for the downstairs at least. That one's, I can't do that other one. That one's so ugly. Maybe I need to do both of them like that. This one's like too modern. Like this one's kind of nice. It's not, it means Basegame nice, but if I streamed, I'd want people to engage with only. Yeah. Like I want real people to be there. I don't want fake people to be there. I mean, it doesn't, and like it's not all about numbers. It's about I'm here to have fun. I'm here to share what I'm passionate about. It's sad some people will do anything for views. Yeah, you have the wrong idea about what this is. I guess some people feel the need to resort to that. No, I didn't. Wrong button. This is really tall. I need to remember that this is tall wall height and try my best to make it to like add things further up the wall. Like Like, what would you actually have up here? You might have, since if your house has had walls this tall, you probably would have like, you might have like shelves and stuff, like for storage, especially in a bathroom. I could even have, again, I hate these cupboards or these cabinets, but you could put like, then I wouldn't even have to like, or, I wouldn't even have to decorate it if I just put those. Might even do something like this. Is that poking through? Yeah, it is. I don't know. I feel like that just fills up the wall a little bit at least. Can I size these down until they fit with tool? Are they already too small? No. I would also put a hanging plant or a vining plant above these two if I could. Scale it to, I wish I could scale the whole thing as a group so it'd get smaller like at the end and stay together. These are scaled by 0.75 already because I scaled them down once regularly. So let's try 0.65. And that might be, that's actually kind of perfect. Yeah. It's perfect to fit on this wall, at least. Looks pretty good. It's gonna bring me the ladder. It's quite high up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No, you're right. I now that they're smaller, I can lower them. It is like really high up. This is where you keep your unfinished drugs that they prescribed you after surgery. The really hard, crazy stuff. That's like 50 years old. There's some pretty crazy prescriptions up here in these medicine cabinets. This is a Victorian house. Who knows what's up there? They probably have some pretty crazy expensive stuff up there. You can just stand on the toilet. Exactly. Yeah, the prescription cabinet that you might need, so you just keep it in case. Yeah, you never know when you're going to need it, so you just keep it up there. I think that's fine. It like adds what I wanted it to. Just because even medium walls are just so tall. I want to do a trailing plant up on the top, but we don't have one. So I don't even know why I'm even bothering looking. And I wasn't even coming here to look for a plant. Wait, this could work. See, that's why you look. Is that fine? Sure. Is there one that has a white? There is one that has a white pot. I think that's good. Lol, sounds like you've done it when you say that. Well, it reminds me of the one apartment in San Myshuno that has a toilet paper high in the wall. I was like, I am super tall, and even I couldn't reach that. There is. I think they have it like right in the middle up above it. You have to like reach above your head to get it. Toilet paper. I need to maybe put those down right now before I forget, because those are what I will forget those. Let's also, while I'm here, let's turn on debug and live edit, and let's just put one of these down in both of these bathrooms. Let's put that. I like this. This is fine. This is looking good. It's looking like it's a weirdly shaped bathroom, but it's going together well. Let's put down maybe these. I feel like even in that swatch is not the worst. Let's put this down, and then I kind of want to connect them with a curtain rod. So I might place down a couple of these shelves and size them down. I'll do them here to start off with, and then I will shift everything around. Maybe I'll just lower these by a little tiny bit. And that's probably fine. I don't like how you can see the window above it. Let's elevate it by like 0.1. That looks good. It's just a bathroom. It doesn't need to be anything super crazy. Maybe I will get rid of these. And then I am crazy, so I will rotate this with tool and make it skinnier so it's the right shape. Let's rotate it by like 45 degrees. That's probably good. Let's elevate it by 0.05 and see if it clips with the shelf there. No, it doesn't. Is that good? That's sufficient for my needs. And we'll finish it off by doing a couple carpets. Do we have any that are like not awful? I don't know. It's a great question. I think I know the answer. This looks kind of Victorian though. Looks ugly. It's perfect. Maybe we'll do that there. And then this one, they usually come in a set like of two. Like one is a smaller one. Not that small. Okay. Like that. Like they usually come in a set of two. Like where one of them smaller than the other. Maybe I'll just do that. It's not centered, but like I feel like that's kind of I feel like that's fine. It's just a bathroom. It fits, it works, it does what I want it to do. And it's kind of ugly, but like I feel like it makes sense. Let's turn off debug and live edit. Let's put this somewhere. Maybe over here in this corner, and then I'll put a towel on the wall here. Let's do this one, maybe. Yeah, that matches too, because that's base game. And I feel like it actually actually fits there perfectly. Can I get away with it being there? I don't know if I can. It's too high. That's better. You could also like, this camera hates me. Hates this build so much. Oh my god. Hello? You could like size up another, you could like size down another one and put it here, but I don't. That's like too much. I don't need to do that. Let's do a matching one of these. Like here. I think that's good. Pretty good. It's just I feel like that's, well, yeah, that looks fine. It's just a bathroom. It doesn't need to be anything too crazy. The amount that I rely on Tool is crazy. Yeah, I rely on Tool too much. I could do other things. Like I could actually like place down a shelf, put it on a shelf. Because you have those, like these are amazing. These are so useful before doing that. Like I could just do that, but if I have tool, I might as well use it. Okay. Oh, and while I'm so easily distracted, but while I'm looking at it, I'm seeing this. This is the fireplace. It's poking through the wall. I think in order to fix it, I'm gonna not fix it. I'm gonna cover it up. And there's a specific mirror that I was thinking, and it was this one. And it actually covers that perfectly. So I think I could do that. Then maybe I could even put the matching sconces. Maybe size them down. The ones that match that chandelier, put them there. And that's, yeah, that looks good. I think that's adds something. Okay. I think it's looking pretty good. Did I finish this bathroom? I did not really. I need to add a medicine cabinet, the one from Basegame. Looks good right there. Then we'll add a couple towels here. Could I like overlap this? I change this to a better swatch. Put it like here. Could I do that? I feel like that's weird. No, I can't do that. That's weird. I don't like it. I feel like at one point there would have been like one bathroom in this house, if any. Maybe at one point these were all closets, who knows? But this house might be like so old that it might not have had indoor plumbing the whole time. It's something I think about sometimes is, again, I think thinking about real life and how they would have done things in real life really helps when you're doing builds too. Thinking about that. Like where would you have placed a bathroom in an old house that wouldn't have originally had bathrooms inside? Like what would that have been before? I'm also looking at these stairs and they don't really match my flooring. I don't know if I should just leave it and not think about it. That's too much. Okay, let's maybe what I'm getting close to the time that I'd like to stop. But let me just I think I might just finish this bathroom. This bathroom. I need to move the door. I think I'll put that there. And move this door over. This is like a Victorian house, like of this era, having 3 full bathrooms. That's a lot. It's making me wonder whether I should actually adjust one of these to be a half bath, because in a house that's this old, I'm gonna go. I'm hungry and need an AFK. It was fun to see you. Oh, thank you, Wolf Test. I appreciate you stopping by. I really do. It's been fun. Love the bathroom. You put a lot of effort into it. I need to step up my bathroom game. Do you though? I don't know if we. I put too much effort into my bathrooms. That is for sure. That is for sure. But I think that's pretty good. Should the sink be here? I feel like this feels more realistic to me. And then I actually have a decent space here. I wonder if I could even... That's the one I want to use that I can't because it's not from Basegame. So I have to use the other one, this one, if I can fit it. Actually, and I can. I can actually fit not a medicine cabinet. A bathroom cabinet, a bath cabinet. What if I just shook it up and did a yellow one instead? Just so everything's not super white. Because I feel like I'm making everything white. Then let's... I also don't need to do the same mirror everywhere. Or the same tile, for that matter. Like I could... Like, this matches the tile down there, but, like, it could be a different tile. Like, each one of these bathrooms could have been... And again, I think too much about this, I guess. But, like, each one of these bathrooms could have been finished at a different time. They didn't... Like, they all could have, like... This upstairs, especially, they might have added a bathroom up here later down the line. And actually, if I was to remove any bathroom, it would be this one, because there is this one down here, and this one would be like the main bathroom for the house. And this teen doesn't necessarily need a full bathroom of their own. So I might even end up just removing this one. Like, can I choose one that's like nice that has a medicine cabinet, or looks like it does? Does this one look like it has a medicine cabinet in it? Not really, but that's one I use downstairs. Maybe I do end up just using this one. Okay, that's good. Let's get maybe I won't put another plunger in here, because who has a plunger in each bathroom? Is that something people do? I'm also gonna be crazy and again use the tool mod again. I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, that's good. I think that that's pretty good for now. Honestly. Okay. I think that is honestly about all that I have in me for today. I got what I wanted to do done. But yeah, I think that's about all of all that I have in me for today. I got everything that I wanted to do done, which is great. Yeah, and I had some fun building. I've been looking at this build. I couldn't stream yesterday, but I was looking at this build, itching to do some more building of it. So yeah, it's been fun. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna do a raid now. Let's see. I think I will raid. I think we're gonna raid. I'm gonna raid G Lovely. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Thank you for stopping by, D'Angelo. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you all sticking around. I have a lot of fun. You've all made me feel really welcome. Any of you who are streamers and have been around, and you've all stopped by my chats. Puma, of course, being there for me. Yeah, everyone, I appreciate you, and I hope that all of you have a great rest of your day. Tell G Lovely that I said hi.